The Great Lakes, very uniquely placed that it's pretty close to Canada, and that's where we get a lot of our cold air. And typically in the winter months, you get a lot of frequent cold air masses that sink south of the international border. Now, typically early in the winter season, when the Great Lakes are free of any ice, that's when you get your big lake effect snow events. And if you have that cold air persisting for several days and the winds out of the north and west, typically the south shores of every one of the Great Lakes can get that lake effect snow. Some of the lake effect snow showers, of course, starting up in October when you get your first few frequent bouts of colder air, but it really kicks into high gear once you get into late November and December and even into January. But the deeper you get into the winter season, the lakes start to freeze up, and that's not conducive of lake effect snow. You have to first of all have open water. That typically occurs generally in the early part of the winter. Water temperature, of course, is pretty chilly, and this is just an example, but Lake Superior relatively warm to the air above it, and that is one of the big factors because it is such a big body of water. It retains its warmth relative to the air above it. So you can have several days and weeks of relatively warm water temperatures, and you need that big temperature difference from the lake to the air in order for the atmosphere to become unstable. And during this process, you have enough instability to create those lake effect snow bands and also lake effect snow showers. Some people don't really think of the Great Lakes as being a hilly place, but in fact we have mountains in and around the Great Lakes region, and this can really play a big part on the snowfall that we get. The south shore of Lake Superior has what is known as the Porcupine Mountains. This is just one particular location, but the Porcupine Mountains, an elevated area, will allow that air to be pushed up, and that helps to give you a little bit more topographic lift along with the lake effect snow, so it can actually enhance that snowfall in that particular area. And lake effect snow can bring snow lovers and winter lovers just a ton of snow. If you like shoveling, this is your kind of thing. And we do have quite a few ski and snowboard resorts downwind of the Great Lakes.